I know I have been posting as consistently as I promised that I was going to be. But to be honest with you, the reason why I haven't been, outside of just not having the time, when I do have the time, I'm still stuck with my old crappy Apple laptop from like 10 years ago. So it runs really slow. It's hard to upload anything. So I just hate dealing with this laptop. So now I'm like actually going to invest in um, a new one, probably by the end of this year. So hopefully once that happens, I'll be able to like pre-record and upload more consistently. And I think on top of that too, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my channel. And I feel like sometimes when you just pre-plan things all the time, it just does not work out how you necessarily think that it would. And it takes a lot of time to like edit and just like organize your thoughts and what you want to talk about. So I feel like it just takes too much time to do that. And sometimes you don't need to necessarily do that to get your message across. So I think moving forward, yeah, I'm probably gonna have some pre-filmed and like I guess you could say like theme topics throughout my channel. But I'm also probably gonna just do some chit chats with you guys. Probably won't be any get ready with me, maybe, but I doubt it, because I still don't wear makeup that consistently. And as a life update, I got a dermatologist. Um, mm, my reviews on how that's been going is probably going to be another video. But I will say you can definitely tell because my skin looks super shiny. My skin has gotten really moisturized, probably since the last full video that I filmed for you guys. But needless to say, I'm rambling on. So the reason why I wanted to jump on and record this video is because I have really been thinking a lot about just life and self-reflection. So most of you probably know this already if you follow me on my Instagram. So to be honest, I deleted my entire Instagram a while ago. I can't remember. A few months back, just because I just got to a point where I looked at my page and I was just like, dude, I'm posting, but I'm not posting anything of value. I'm just like posting random content here, there, everywhere. So I just wanted to give my whole page a refresh and a renew. But I'm pretty consistent on posting like just Instagram stories. Out of all social media, that's probably my favorite platform and the most consistent. So even though I don't have a ton of pictures on there, my Insta stories, I post at least once a day. So yeah, so pretty much if you follow me on my Instagram, which I will leave my username down below, you'll know that I've been really into self-care lately. So to be fair, I want to say the end of last year. So it's 2017 now. So, 2018 now. So yeah, in the 2017, I moved in by myself, and I feel like whenever you have like major life changes, I feel like I always tend to self-reflect on where I've been and where I'm going. So this has been the first time these last few months that I've actually like not only like moved in and like lived on my own, but literally by myself. I have no roommates ever since college. So for the past, I graduated maybe like 5 or 6 years. I've always had like a roommate or like somebody that I've like lived with. And so now it's just by myself. All my bills are now all my responsibility. Like there's no help from no one. Now I have to be like a big girl. But with that being said, um, the more that I had to like face the fact that I'm an adult now and that I had all these adult responsibilities, the more I felt like the last couple of years I kind of just lost myself. I got back into like a basic routine. I got back into, I felt like I was living to work rather than working to live. I lost a lot of like just like the social life that I used to have when I was like younger. And I just spent, I don't know, just like a lot of time just, I don't know, just focusing on just paying bills and trying to get my debt where I wanted to. And everybody knows, like, on my channel, that's my main goal, is trying to figure out what I want to do in my debt situations, get my savings right, try to figure out some more investments to try to build for the future. So in doing that, I kind of just lost myself. Like, I was super overwhelmed, super stressed out all the time, just like, I don't know, just really just focusing on not necessarily the brighter side of the picture. And, you know, when you're just running around and you're just taking care of everything else except for yourself, like I gained a lot of weight. I was super anxious all the time. I could not sleep because I was always worried about something. And mind you, I barely sleep on the regular now. So just like having nightmares and not being able to sleep on the regular, it's like, like you just don't, literally, you just don't sleep. So I wasn't sleeping for days. I don't know, like I just felt like I was just going. And then at some point I was just like, okay, Denisha, you kind of need to stop. So the end of last year, I got into, and I really wasn't as committed and dedicated to it as I am now, but I really started to get more into reading and focusing on what are the things that I need to do every day to make me happy, right? So that might not necessarily be spending, a ton of money on, I don't know, a vacation or just going out every single weekend, because honestly that's not sustainable, and sometimes doing those things will exacerbate the problems if finances is what you're trying to fix. So I try to figure out, like, what are some of the things that I just need to do on a day to day to make me happy, because at the end of the day, like, I was running myself like so ragged, like just trying to make everybody else happy. And at some point you have to realize that if number one's not good, nothing else is going to be good. None of your personal relationships, your work relationships, nothing in your life is going to be like how you want it to be if the only thing that you're doing is just, I can't even say like living your life, you're just like running on E all the time. So in doing that, like, and even like just all the news articles and things that I was seeing like over the past couple months with, like, I don't know, people being like drug addicts, like everything happened with Demi Lovato recently, or like just the crazy amount of like suicides that you see happening, particularly with teens nowadays. Yet again, people self-medicating just because they just can't find a way to like cope with like their regular day to day. It just made me think, like, dude, you just need to take a breather and figure out your own life. So I feel like it's so taboo. Like, people don't like to talk about mental health. Like, people will talk about any other type of health, whether it's like, oh, what you're eating, dieting, going to the gym. Like, everybody will work every single muscle in their body, and except for their brain. Besides like studying and stuff like that, like, people, I feel like, don't realize that like mental health is so important, and because it's such a taboo like conversation to have, like, people avoid having that conversation. And nowadays I feel like it's probably one of the most important conversations that you need to have with yourself and your loved ones and like the people around you. So I just wanted to take a second to say, like, I don't know, no matter what you're going through, whatever goals you have in mind for yourself, whatever stressors you may have, whatever anxiety, whatever type of relationship you're in, just, if something is not making you happy, does not need to be in your life. If, I don't know, somebody's bringing some type of negative energy around you that you don't want to be around, and I get that sometimes you cannot dictate who is in your surrounding 100% of the time. Like, you can't choose who your family members are sometimes. You can't choose who your coworkers are sometimes. I don't know. You can't choose who your boyfriend or girlfriend or significant others. You can't choose who their friends or family or whatever is all of the time. So I get that you can't dictate necessarily who's around you, but you can definitely dictate what you engage, right? So if somebody's coming around, they're bringing negative energy around, you just don't want to be around them. You don't have to necessarily be rude. You can say, hey, nay, and keep it moving. If you just don't feel like, and I've been a proponent of this for like the last few months, it's like even if I'm not fighting with someone, if I don't want to be around them, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna force myself to be around that energy that I just don't want to be around. If I just want to guarantee that I'm gonna have, a calm time, a relaxing break, no drama, no nothing, I don't need to be around that person. I don't need to be in that situation. Sometimes if people invite me out and I know, hey, this may not be like the best situation for me to be in. Like for instance, I've been trying just not to drink. Honestly, just because I'm trying to lose weight, to be sincerely honest with you. So it's like if people are having a happy hour, and I know for a fact if you go to a happy hour, people are going to pressure me to like drink alcohol because they're all doing it. Just decline. It's fine. Like, no worries. You can plan your own thing. I usually plan my own thing. I do something else on the side, or I just come home and like enjoy myself and enjoy my own time. Like, I feel like sometimes we're programmed to just be people pleasers to some extent, and to just kind of go with the flow and to just do things just to do them because it'll make other people happy or because you may want to fit in or whatever the case may be. I just feel like you're just like programmed to be like, oh, well, this is what you should do. And sometimes what you should do may not necessarily be the best thing for you. Um, so one of the biggest things I've said, like part of self-care sometimes may be like, instead of going out and spending all your money and coming in at 3, 4, God knows what hour in the morning and spending the next day feeling terrible, miserable, hungover, sick, and just wasting like a second day, because let's be real, you probably spend all day just in bed anyway. You don't need to do it. Like, for what? Just to hang out with friends, just to be social? Like, nah. You can meet up with your friends for coffee. You can do something else. You can go to a cooking class. You can go, to a gym class together. You can go do something with another person to be social and still better yourself at the same time. I don't know. I just feel like I just want to let people know whatever that may be for you. And yet again, sometimes part of self care, and I know this is a very hard habit to break, is literally seeing the glass half full, right? So sometimes, even for me, like sometimes I have to check myself in my negative energy. Like, if I don't know, like I always have to stop because I think sometimes, in the grand scheme of things, you get so, because of who you're around, sometimes you may get so immersed in the negative energy that sometimes it's just very easy to feed into it and to play into that, and sometimes you just don't need to engage it, like I was saying before. So with that being said, like sometimes I just can be a little bit pessimistic, and in order for me to negate that, I constantly check myself and I'm like, Denisha, not today. You don't have to think these thoughts. You don't have to like engage in this person. Like if somebody does something to you, you don't have to like retaliate. You can just ignore it. Ignore it. Ignoring it is like let it roll off your back and honestly just be grateful. Like I spend a lot of my day, especially when I come home from work, being like, you know what, like I'm healthy, my friends and family are healthy. Are they happy? Yes, they're happy. Am I feeling good about myself? I don't know. If I'm not feeling good about myself, what am I gonna do to like rectify that before the day is over? Like I literally spend so much time just like being grateful and being self-reflective of like how far I've come in my life and the things that I have. Even that, just doing that on the regular has helped me like just feel better about like life in general. And I guess it's just helped me become more, I don't know, self-reflective, more mature, and just making the best out of every situation. Because literally, making the best out of every situation is a mindset. You can be in the shittiest predicament in life. Like, there's some people who literally have nothing, or the bare minimum. They're broke poor. They barely have enough money to afford what they need. But you know what? At the end of the day, they're with their family and everybody's happy, everybody's healthy, and they make the best. They make do the best that they can with what they have. And I know I have more than like a lot of people as like a single person who doesn't have a family. Like I know for a fact I make more than, you know, some families that have to feed 4 and 3 kids or whatever the case may be. So it's kind of just like remembering those things has helped me just keep such good energy around me recently. Um, I don't know, that has helped me become just like a lot calmer, like a lot more relaxed, a lot less anxious. It's just made me, I don't know, like just a more happy and content person at the end of the day. So like I just want to put it out there because maybe sometimes like I don't know, I watch random YouTube videos and that's kind of why I wanted to create my own platform because I'm sure there's people, I don't know, influencers that, you know, put up a video that they may never know that I've seen it and I have, and it has just been like, you know what, maybe that message that they sent, maybe that's what God was like, Denisha, you need to see this today to help you remember what's important in life. And so sometimes I'm really weary of like posting things like this, but I'm like, you know what? You never know who's gonna see this, who may like need this energy in their space. Like somebody may need to see this to remind them, hey, you know what? I'm having a pretty shitty day, but what am I gonna do to change that? As Queen Bee had said, when you got those lemons, you need to just learn how to make lemonade. So at the end of the day, I just want people to prioritize doing whatever makes you happy. That is what you need to focus on. That's where you need to spend your time and your energy detoxing the mind, detoxing like your spirit, your own energy, just feeding your soul. That's what you need to spend time focusing on. And hopefully just seeing this can maybe just be that reminder for you. So with that being said, have a blessed one, everyone. If you are really feeling, you know, charitable today, drop a comment. You can follow and subscribe. But peace out. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Bye, guys.